Hi, Kramer Ammons here. Thank you so much for staying shatterproof and joining me on this next Archery Channel video. Does nock fit matter? That's a great question. And if you're just looking to have fun and your nock fits on your bowstring, stop watching this video and just go shoot your bow.
Okay.
But if you want to shoot more consistently, possibly faster, and if you want to avoid wrist slap, the nock size does matter. Definitely went through.
Today we will do 3 tests with 4 different nock fits. Test 1, the slow motion test. Test 2, the speed test. And test 3, serving durability. After the 3 tests, we'll talk about the drawbacks of a loose nock fit and the unseen drawbacks of tight nock fit. And finally, we'll talk about the benefits of proper nock fit.
Are you gonna do the anatomy of a nock later?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to Nock Anatomy. My name's Trevor. As you can see, a nock has 2 primary parts. The first part is the slit. It's on the top of the nock. The second part is the throat. It's where the string should lie when your arrow is knocked on your bow. The slit's at the top of the nock. It's the first click that you hear. The throat.
There's no click on the throat.
Let's test that.
Well, I guess if you ram it, it's kind of like snapping.
No, it definitely.
Now that we know our nock anatomy, let's transition over to see what we can find out with super slow motion video.
So here's what we did. We made 4 B55 bowstrings and set them all to the same brace height, but they all had different nock fit. So we made a super tight one, a super loose one, and then 2 in the middle to see how it affected the speed of the arrow and how far it pulled the string forward, how shaky it made the bow, and if it increased wrist slap. Alright.
Okay, so this is string number 2.
Slightly tighter nock fit, but still too loose and for what you would actually want.
Okay, we're ready when you are.
Alright, here goes.
Go for it.
Definitely went through.
Whoa, where'd the arrow go? Test 3.
Ideal nock fit.
It's recording. Yeah, so very solid. Wouldn't slide if you pushed it. Test 4. Man, your shots, dude.
I mean, it's like 5 feet.
Yeah. Ooh, there seems like there's more later vibration.
That's
it didn't look like it pulled further forward necessarily.
But just more.
Later vibration, yeah. In the slow motion test, we found out that a tighter nock compared to a proper nock fit pulled the string further forward, which caused more wrist slap. And just from us shooting it, it also felt like the tighter nock had a little bit more initial vibration when releasing the arrow. And the downside to a loose nock is we found that it can slide on the string up or down. Now, if you have 2 buttons on either side, that could eliminate that problem, but there is a chance that it moves around because it is so loose.
So we are testing the speed of each of the different nock fits. I'm guessing the speed is gonna be slightly slower than the loosest nock fit, but we'll see.
The loosest string.
Loosey goose. 65.
60.
Oh.
69. This is slightly loose, not the loosest.
Yep, slightly loose.
Duplicate, 168. 162.
Proper nock fit. Ooh.
Was it different? Ooh, 168. 66. 165.
Before we get to the conclusion of the speed test, I want to acknowledge that just the way I release the arrow, how far I draw back, could affect the speed of the arrow. But we're just going to show you our results, and you can be the judge. So string number 1 and string number 2 both had a variance of 6 feet per second. String number 3, which was the proper fit, and string number 4, which was the tight fit, had very little variance. String number 3 had a 3 feet per second variance, and string number 4, which was the tight fit, had 2 feet per second variance. All of the strings besides the proper fit averaged out about 165 feet per second, while the proper fit averaged at 167. So it seems that a proper fit could help your arrow fly faster and more consistent. The looser fit had one of the fastest shots, but also had some of the slowest shots, and that could be because the string is not touching the throat of the nock, and it slams into the throat of the nock, causing it to jerk or to bounce, hit the arrow shelf, something that makes it inconsistent. Tight fit would be slower because there's more friction for the nock to be released from the arrow, causing the arrow to slow down.
Test number 3, the durability of serving.
So I've heard it said that because on a nock fit that's too tight, because you're pressing in so hard to get it to knock on, that it's going to square the serving. I don't know if that's true or not, so we're going to test it on a nock fit that's like this, way too tight, and then also on a nock fit that's the correct nock fit. And we're going to see if it squares the serving. So we tested this. We knocked an arrow, the same size nock, on 2 different strings 500 times.
Yeah, so here's a quick example on squaring off the serving. This is your string. You're gonna slide your nock onto the string right there. So by sliding your nock on many times, eventually you're going to thin your serving on this side. What we realized is this to this, 12,000 of an inch less than this side.
And on the proper fit, it squared the serving by 12 thousandths of an inch.
And then on the nock fit that was way too high, way too tight and very improper, it was 19 thousandths of an inch.
So it wasn't a huge difference, about 7 thousandths of an inch difference, but it does wear your serving out faster to knock your string on a serving size that's too big.
And so the idea with that is, okay, what if I need to adjust my brace height and I twist my string? Well, now you're gonna twist the orientation of your string, and the thicker side is what you're gonna start knocking your arrow onto. So you might feel it tighter if you ever adjust your brace height, or looser depending on how you twist it. But we didn't notice, at least with 500 shots, that's a big enough difference to affect your shot and the arrow flight too much. You just might feel it in the beginning, but then it's gonna square back the other direction. And so tight nock fit didn't seem to hinder too much the arrow flight in that manner. Now that we've done our 3 tests, let's look at the downfalls to a loose nock fit and a tight nock fit.
If your nock is way too loose, the arrow could fall off your bow, which could be really dangerous. So if it's not clicking on there, I would suggest not shooting it. A loose nock fit could also make your shots inconsistent. As you're shooting with a loose nock fit, the arrow could slide up or down the bow, and you'll see that in one of the videos, and it could make you miss high or low. Also, if the string is not touching the throat of the nock, it can cause the string to slam into the throat when it's released, causing it to go slower, faster, or up and down. When the string smashes into the throat, it can cause a 5 to 7 feet per second variance in the speed of the arrow. So we had our slowest and fastest shot with the loose nock fit, so it's very inconsistent. One shot, the arrow could be touching the throat, and the next shot, it could be loose and slam into the throat, causing it to jerk up or jerk down or right or left. You won't see a huge difference, but it does change the speed and can make you miss up, down, left, right. On the other hand, if the nock fit is too tight, it pulls the string further before the nock releases from the string, which causes the chances for wrist slap to go up, which is not fun. So if you are looking to have fun, make sure your nock fit is not too tight, because that hurts. You good?
Yep, string 1.
Which is actually string 4.
So that's the same brace height?
Same brace height, tightest
No.
nock fit. Ouch.
Maybe you should put an arm guard on for you.
Yeah, with this string at least. So the tightest nock fit we tested were the only shots in our test where I experienced wrist slap. And that was like every time. And then all the other strings I didn't experience wrist slaps.
You tested the other ones the thickest last, right? So
Yeah.
you had already shot so you could feel if there's any slap.
Yep.
And we used a square to measure the exact same brace height every time.
Same brace height every time to avoid any changing variables. Too tight of a nock fit can also cause your arrow to slow down because there's more friction when the nock is leaving the string. So our test showed about 5 feet per second less for a too tight nock fit compared to a proper nock fit. If the nock is still holding onto the string when the string starts to oscillate, once it gets past brace height, then it can cause your arrow to miss right and left. So that's a chance as well with the too tight of a nock fit is missing right and left.
Wait, what happens?
After the string passes brace height, it starts to oscillate.
Oh.
And most of the time, you should see that after the arrow's off the bow. But if it's too tight, it may still be holding on when it starts to oscillate, causing a right to left miss. Next, we're going to talk about jerks. Jerks are the worst. And when your nock tight when your nock is too tight, it can cause your bow to jerk when you let it go, when you let the arrow go, because it's still holding on and it comes all the way up here and then boom.
We saw that in the slow-mo.
You'll see that right now.
What a jerk.
Yeah, exactly. Does your nock fit correctly? That's a great question, and you should find out because it's much more fun when it does.
If you want to know 3 ways to test out if your nock fits properly, or if you want to know how to make your nock tighter or looser, stick around for the next video. Subscribe. See you there. Stay sharp.